Hi everyone, I really want to talk about learning to listen to your intuition today. So first, I think it's important to talk about the difference between your intuition and your ego. Your ego is the part of you that wants to be liked, that wants to be accepted and respected, the part of you that wants to look good and look successful to other people in the world. When we are making a decision and we are thinking about what other people are going to think of us, that is our ego. Whereas our intuition can go completely the opposite way of that. And for me, an intuition can be like that gut feeling. It can be kind of a nudge in a certain direction. There's almost like a little small voice in the back of your head, or just something like pulling you energetically towards that decision or towards that new project or different path or whatever, and your intuition can completely contradict your ego. I think it's important to recognise that intuition is literally taught out of you. Modern institutions in society like school and work literally just want you to follow the rules. They don't want you veering off on some other path. They just want you to want your paycheck at the end of the month, to want to get good grades, to get in line basically and just do what everyone else is doing. Most of us are taught to ignore that gut feeling indirectly because we're taught to go down this one specific path that everyone else has to go down as well. Learning to listen to that intuition again is a daily practice, and it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. Making decisions based on a gut feeling and your intuition can actually be really difficult. If you're surrounded by people doing the same thing, when you don't want to do that thing, you can feel really bad, but it can also be really difficult for you to step out of that. So it really is a daily practice, just learning to listen. And once you kind of get comfortable with your inner guidance, I find you feel much stronger and more equipped to take the leap and make those decisions. These are things that have really helped me learn to listen to my intuition. Number one is to spend quiet time by yourself in reflection. Exercise is incredible, an incredible time to push out all of the daily stresses and to-do list and have that reflection. So walking, running, any other exercise is great. Often at the weekends, if I'm driving somewhere, if it's a quiet road or like a quieter journey, that is a great time to really clear your mind and let any guidance and things come into your brain, because often when we are so busy we're not actually letting that come in because we're just focused on the here and now and kind of the urgent to-do list tasks that are coming our way. So our brain almost can't even process those like bigger picture things. So having that quiet time is absolutely essential. Journaling is something that has really helped me, and I know helps so many other people deal with these types of emotions, especially if you're faced with a big decision, a very difficult decision. Speaking to someone who isn't emotionally involved in the decision, someone who's gonna have a really calm, like open-minded approach to what you're gonna say, they can kind of be a sounding board, because sometimes we just need to vent and get all those thoughts out and for someone to just kind of nod and listen. But then also sometimes we do need those really positive, supportive friends to just say, just like go for it, just follow like what your heart is telling you to do in this situation. And of course I have to mention meditation, prayer, or any other kind of spiritual guidance that you personally connect with. You will develop that muscle of intuition when you're constantly reflecting and having that calm, like present spiritual time in your day. You will find that those answers come to you before you've even asked them. It's really a weird thing, but honestly it really works. And finally, taking bold action and really following that gut feeling is probably the key to developing your intuition and learning to listen to it, because as you act on it, the more stronger that presence and that voice will become in your mind. At the time, it's really scary. You feel like you're going crazy. You're just like, why is this happening now? What am I even supposed to do with this new information that has presented itself in my brain? But over time, you learn to recognize that voice, and you learn to be like, okay, I'm not feeling right in this situation. I can feel this pull towards a different direction. And it's really interesting how that strengthens over time as you just take that bold, like scary action towards those things. This topic in particular I have discussed and probably will discuss more in the future on my email list, and you will also get my free 5-day self-care starter kit, which is really fun. So that will be linked below as well, and make sure you're subscribed and come back in 2 days because there'll be another new video out. So I'll see you then. Bye.